What is up, my archfiends of chaos? Come back to the brand new video. It's none other than King of the Night 57. Play my shit. What's up, my archfiends of chaos? This is your King of the Night talking about some Final Fantasy Fortnite combination, and I want to put a case why I think Vincent Valentine would fit in the Fortnite thing. Now, it would be only event only. It'd be like the Thanos event. Now, what I could picture the event being, I could picture you find Vincent Valentine's gun inside of a casket, and then you turn to Vincent Valentine. And when you turn to Vincent Valentine, of course, everybody will be able to see you. You could use his weapons like you do in their normal games. I mean, that's if Fortnite ever actually pairs up and does collab with Square Enix. Which, this is why I think they should be perfect. Plus, Vincent's a gun character as well, so this will make sense as well. Not to mention, Zack's already getting a lot of representation thanks to Super Smash, possibly Echo Fighter, and then Dissidia. So, I want my homeboy, Vincent Valentine, to get some representation. So, why Fortnite? Well, they've already done the Thanos event. And this is why I think it's possible for them to be able to team up with Square Enix for at least for an event where you can actually be able to play Vincent until the event's over. Then you can't ever play with him again. But knowing me, when I jump on that stuff, when I jump on that bandwagon, I'm gonna be playing like crazy, being a big fan as I am. You know, being a huge fan as I am of the character. So, you know. That's even perfect because actually Vincent Valentine's birthday is close to Halloween. It's October. I think it's October 13th. Friday the 13th. Okay. Supernatural. Anyways, yeah, so without jokes aside though. But yeah, that's not actually a bad idea because his birthday is during his birthday. But I think it's possible. I think if it happens, the Square Enix is collabing with everybody. They're collabing with Nintendo. They're collaborating with Microsoft. They're collaborating with everybody. PC players, it don't matter. And since Fortnite's a huge game, this will give Final Fantasy even more publicity than putting Final Fantasy games on Nintendo Switch console. This is and without Cloud being only on Super Smash, and then we had Noctis on Tekken. This will get Final Fantasy the exposure it needs. It needs this much exposure to the mainstream, and I think Fortnite is absolutely perfect. And like I said, because they did that Thanos event, I think it's completely possible. Plus, Vincent Valentine does play like Fortnite characters. He uses shooting and other stuff. Now, it was going to have to be hard to get because I'm pretty sure Vincent's stats are going to be way out of this world just like how Thanos was. But the problem I had with the Thanos event is when you did get to play Thanos, everybody could find you. Everybody could find where you are, which I guess makes sense because you could do one-shot kills with the Infinite Gauntlet with a snap of his fingers. So, I understand. So, scale him back. Or exactly. Or scale Vincent's abilities back just a little bit. Because, just to make it fair. Yeah, just to make it fair. Now, I think it's possible they could do that because Vincent's not really like Thanos. He don't do, instant kills, but, Vincent is a pretty strong character as it is. In fact, he's one of the non-soldier characters, one of the strongest non-soldier characters in Final Fantasy VII. As a matter of fact, he's actually, his power level is of a first-class soldier. And he's a Turk. He was a Turk originally. One of the Turks. Yeah, well, ex-Turk, but still, he's one of the Turks. Pretty much, they don't have the same superhuman abilities soldiers do, but Vincent does because of Chaos. So Vincent would be a strong character, of course, to play as in a Fortnite battle royale settings. So I can understand why they would have to put some, cut back just a little bit because how strong Vince is. Like I said, it is stated in this fact, Vincent Valentine is one of the strongest non-soldier characters. Do you know what that really means? Like, now, I don't think the only abilities I don't think they should include is just Vince's instant regeneration, because that'd be cheap for the game. Which, you know. Yeah. Probably like that, because that's the only issue with Vincent Valentine. Because in Dirge's Service, when he got stabbed in the chest, he healed right back up, like in a matter of 2 seconds. Like it was nothing. It was like a Wolverine heal factor. Like, yeah, that's true. But like when he gets heavy hits, I think it should just take more time just to be able to play Fortnite with, you know, people. So I think I think that would be a thing that they need to actually get involved into the actual thing. Still keep the continuity of Vincent Valentine, but in a way we could still play him in Fortnite. Because the reason why I said I chose Vincent Valentine, because he's the only character in Final Fantasy that, besides like Laguna, possible Laguna or Saz or Prompto, that can actually be perfect in Fortnite. But the reason I chose Vincent Valentine, because Vincent Valentine is more popular for a gun character than all of the characters I've just listed above. And so, if anything, or if it's not the character, maybe get some gear for Vincent. Maybe you could actually get one of your characters to look like the character. But either way, Vincent's the most popular out of all the gun characters to actually use in a shooter. And no, I don't think anyone's ever used Vincent Valentine before. Like, it's never been stated or used before. But I think Vincent Valentine will make a perfect guest character for any event that Fortnite wants to do. Now, I said I wasn't going to do very many Fortnite videos since I do enough streams as it is. But Fortnite's still an ongoing game. People today still play Fortnite. Every YouTuber, every streamer, PC, console, it don't matter, is on that Fortnite grind. So it doesn't exactly, right? Exactly. And Daquan and all them people, but still, I think to promote Final Fantasy games even stronger, I think the smarter end of the deal is to be able to put at least a gun character. And I say Vincent because he's the popular out of all the other gun characters, you know, or make a pretty much a gun-based Final Fantasy pack where you could get Vincent, Laguna, and Saz as either costumes or characters, depending on how you unlock the conditions. But I think most likely they'd only run to one event, and I can't blame them. I mean, you know, using other people's rights and stuff like that, you could only do so much. I mean, they didn't give Noctis his long hair look in Tekken 7 because you could only do so much with other, you know, licenses and stuff like that. But I think Vincent Valentine's a perfect example of someone who is actually going to be could be a potential Fortnite character for at least until the event's over, like the Thanos event. Now, I wanted to make this video before, but I've been busy with news and everything else, and I've been busy with real life stuff, so I never actually got the chance to do this. Plus, I have been in and out of Fortnite. Now I'm actually permanently back in Fortnite after getting a season pass, so, you know, now I have the interest to talk about Fortnite and actually gross my viewer base. I mean, make videos that are fun. Excuse me, sorry about that. Sorry, don't mean it just came out. But anyways, yeah, it's like Vincent Valentine's, I think. Oh yeah, so let me finish. Yeah, it just came out. But anyways, yeah, I think Vincent Valentine is actually would be a huge step for Square Enix to promote their games. Plus the remake of Final Fantasy VII, another popular topic within the Final Fantasy community. You know, maybe this could be a collaboration type of thing. Maybe not getting a Midgar stage, but a Final Fantasy VII remake version of Vincent Valentine, but with Fortnite graphics and Fortnite everything, would actually promote the Final Fantasy VII remake. Now, it probably had to be coming closer to the time of the Final Fantasy VII Remake, because it's the Final Fantasy VII Remake, so it would have to come closer to its time, but this would actually be a good promotion, a cross-promotion, especially to get people to get Fortnite players into Final Fantasy. This will actually be a good cross-promotion. Now, I'm pretty sure Final Fantasy VII Remake doesn't really need that much promotion, because it's the Final Fantasy VII Remake. This is the Final Fantasy game everybody, your mama, your grandma, your uncles, your sisters have been waiting for. Exactly, exactly. But it still would be a good promotion nonetheless. And this will also draw viewers to both Fortnite and Final Fantasy VII even more so. You know, there's a win-win situation. There's actually a win-win. This is exactly when capitalism is good, because then you could actually... cross promotion seems to be the most popular thing as it is, since they're adding characters in Injustice that isn't normally there. They're adding characters, and not only a whole bunch of fighting games and stuff like that, but they're also, you know, putting more promotional, you know, by adding more characters into the, you know, adding guest characters. And I think possibly Vincent Valentine, exactly. Exactly. Having Vincent Valentine inside Fortnite, you know, gets people into playing Fortnite that are only Final Fantasy fans. So I don't see where you could actually go wrong with this. I think. Tell me in the comments what you think below. Should this happen? Should Square Enix consider it? Yes, no. Let me know in the comments, and may the crystal be with you.